So like I was saying, I realized that, our economy is basically based on like I say, it's based on drugs now. And I can tell by who's running everything. Like I say, cocaine, it does not grow in America. It grows in South America. So whenever you buy cocaine, I would say the same thing for weed, but whenever you buy cocaine, that cocaine money goes back to the people who harvested it. Like the the people that actually harvest it and process it, they get paid nothing initially, but when it gets sold in mass amounts, then they send that money back to look out for the people who put that labor in for little to nothing. So with that being said, I realized that when people use cocaine and things like that, they are actually corrupting or destroying the American economy, because that money, like when I was a kid, we would buy like comic books, and it'd be like $1.50 here, but they'd be like 75 cents in Canada because of the actual weight of the dollar bill back then. So what I realized now was that like when we like when people, as people, as a country, when people use cocaine and they buy it, that money goes out of circulation. So the Bureau of the Federal Bureau of Engraving, has to actually make more money, and it costs a certain amount of money to make the print more dollars. So, but people are really depressed because of the economy being what it is. Because I want to go into it. It's sort of NAFTA, the North Atlantic Free Trade Agreement. That's part of the reason why, people have, lost a lot. But I mean, whoever, the Bible says, muzzle not the ox that treadeth the corn. Like me, I'm a Taurus, and I'm actually putting the work in to, to bring this to whoever, can benefit. Yeshua said, let him that have ears hear, to the degree that if you can hear what I'm saying, if you can hear my voice, even if you can't hear me, if you can read it. But my point being is this, though, and no malice intended for anybody who is outside of, that criteria or description. But anyway, what I'm saying is this, though. So I feel like people are doing a lot of drugs these days, namely cocaine and crack. And so what happens is people are really moody, because even though they may do whatever to make money, like I say, there's a cap on employment. Like, let's say this girl, I'll never forget it, man. She's so sweet. Yo, mad props to Ari, yo. You know what I'm saying? Mad props to Ari. I forgot about you. I have not forgot about you, Ari. Ariana, so sweet. She's so beautiful, so pretty. But as it is, though, I'll say this much, though. So, but yeah, people are actually getting to a certain point where, they are like, they're not really fully understanding that, what we're in. I say it's trickle up, because there's some people who still have money now, but like I say, it's really funny how, if I were glory in anything, I glory in my infirmities. So I realized that, like, it's a trickle up thing now, where it's like the pain is from the bottom, it goes all the way to the top, like the House of Versailles. You know what I'm saying? Where, it was, I want to say it was King Philip and Marie Antoinette, and the people ended up getting restless, and they were like, they talking about putting, it's a lot of, government things, government funding this falling short. I'm not gonna go into it, but then there's some kickback now from Bernie Sanders. I want to go into it, But situation as it is, I'm like, some people get upset, they get angry because they're on certain, substances. And so if they don't have their substance, then they'll get mad. Like, they'll go to work, they'll be at work fiending for the substance. Like, some people they say people get hired to get higher. Like, they get a job, most people get a job to pay for their drug habit. I'm just saying they do. I mean, it's the truth. They be like, yo, you getting high? They're like, yeah. But if you let me hire you, you can get higher. If you let me hire you, you can get HIGHER, because you'll make more money to spend on drugs. But like my man Ron said, Ron Yates, Ron said it takes about 100 hours a week to actually pay for a 1-bedroom or a multi, room house. It's just rental or whatever, buying it, it's gonna cost. So with that being said, I realize that it's gotten to the point now where people are really, 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 they're really, 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 excuse me. I'm just thinking about how, certain people hate, like I say, somebody's mad at me, they got a new man, and they're mad at me because I won't respond to him or them, because both of them deserve each other. And wherever they are in my life, which they're not in my life, that's where they're supposed to be. and they're mad because I don't give them any attention. I'm too busy paying attention to myself, making sure I got what I need. You know what I'm saying? Doing it right for me. You know. But anyway, but as it is though, so yeah, so you got people out here. You know what I'm saying? You got people out here. You know what I'm saying? And they've gotten to the point where, like, you know, if they don't have it, I mean, I'm just saying. I remember when I used to smoke weed, and I would be like, yo, I get mad. Yo, I'd be like, yo, it was like certain people, they'll sell heroin to pay for their cocaine habit, or they'll sell cocaine to pay for their heroin addict. I mean, a habit, same thing. You know what I'm saying? An addict is when you gotta add, addict. Spell it ADD. It's add. DIC. It's addict. It sounds like it's her T. You don't really say the addict. You say addict. So sometimes you gotta add dick, you know, to the equation to, you know, supply the money for your habit. But I'm just saying, but as it is, I don't, you know what I'm saying? But as it is, I realize, like, you know what I'm saying, some people get to a certain point where I'm like, you know, they get angry if they don't have it, you know? And I look over that because I know that, you know, I have more control over myself. I remember those days where it was like, I would be mad at myself. I'd be like, yo, I couldn't sit down and not have a cigarette, or I couldn't sit down and not smoke weed. I could not have any time where I just enjoyed breathing air. And that's bad, but I'm glad that's not an issue anymore, you know. But I understand those who go through it, because I went through it, like I say, you know, like Kendrick Lamar said on that song, How Much a Dollar Costs? Oh, you know, sunshine, oxygen, and water is all you need, you know what I'm saying? And the plants that grow from the ground. Peace, peace. And the Bible said the Lord God will destroy the land because he wants us to respect the land. People go into Walmart, I got some money, you know. You sell cocaine, you got money, you're selling cocaine. People work hard jobs, you sell cocaine, you got money. But guess what? The same people who sell cocaine, they used to they farm and grow the cocaine, but they better start farming and growing vegetables and stuff, because that's, you know, what they buy at the store don't come from it don't come from the Walmart. It comes from the ground. So people are so anxious to get to a level higher than where they come from, so they can look down on other people, like saying that you Americans, you prospered for so long and you roll and live high off, you know, the land. Now it's our turn, and now we're rising up, like, you know, like on Atlantis, the Atlanteans on Black Panther, whatever. I ain't on no side. But my whole point is that I realize that reality humble you quick, you know, and I'm humble, and that's why I realized that, like, we have to get back in touch with the land, all of us as people, because Walmart is not with they don't grow the stuff in Walmart. There's no garden behind Walmart. People gonna buy stuff out the mall whether you cut the grass in the mall or not. We gotta get back in touch with the land. Cigarettes. If you want to kill yourself smoking cigarettes, fine. Pull the filter out. That way, the butt, the non-biodegradable butt is not poisoning the soil. The tobacco and the paper, they don't hurt it, you know. But the plastics and the whatever that stuff is, the little bubbles in it, that styrofoam stuff, whatever filter, that destroys the soil and poisons it. So yeah, peace, peace.